would have happened then if Britain had voted massively in favour of the EU? There'd have been massive spending cuts to satisfy something you know nothing about, the convergence criteria for joining the EU single currency. You're supposed to be a pro-EUer and you're coming out with all Eurosceptic stuff. You don't want to join
There's a very simple way of answering to all of your accusations. There were a lot of promises that the Brexiteers made when Brexit was a thing, when there was discussion about Brexit. None of those promises were kept. The economy did not improve, migration laws did not change, nothing improved. Everything became... Let me finish. You see, I let you speak, you're not letting me speak, which is how Brexiteers act all the time. When they speak, they're allowed to speak. When they hear someone, they don't want to hear anyone. They just la 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 la, I want to speak.
It would help if you could understand things you don't understand.
My friend, you need to understand one thing. You need to understand one thing. Trade unions are good between different countries. When there's trade between different countries, it's a good thing. It was a good thing to have the UK inside of EU. It was a good thing for UK's economy. That's unquestionable. And I'm yet to hear your examples of what actually improved with Brexit. You haven't mentioned a single benefit.
But you're talking like a Eurosceptic to me. You will not profess.
What are you talking about? You're
not in favour of Britain joining the single currency.
Dude, you're waffling so much it's painful.
He's asking what benefits we got from it.
What are you
talking about now?
One benefit.
What would have happened 7 years ago?
Are you stupid? Brexit already happened. Brexit happened.
What would have happened 7 years ago?
What improved?
If Britain, we don't know because you're comparing apples with oranges.
You're the worst Brexiteer I've ever spoken to. You're actually destroying your own argument.
I was like you.
What do you mean, like me? Young? Yeah, sure. We all
I was like you in the early 1990s. I thought Britain should be a full member of the EU. It tried.
Oh, so he can't go back in time, but you can.
How old are you? What business is that of yours?
Exactly. What? Tried to join you.
This guy is so hungry for a gotcha moment. This guy is so hungry, so thirsty for a gotcha moment that he's literally asking me personal information. I refuse to answer. And he's like, exactly, oh, you don't want to answer. You don't want to give personal information. What do you want? My address and my bank account number too. Get out of here, man.
Give us his social security. He's talking out of his honesty.
All British pro-EUers don't want to join the single currency, and none of them want to join.
You don't have to. Look, you don't have to. I never said you have to join the single currency. Listen, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with being part of the single currency with euro. There's nothing wrong.
There is.
I don't think there is.
There is. But because you don't understand the thing called the convergence criteria for joining the single currency.
But that's not the conversation. We're not talking about the single currency.
Why
for
not?
Britain to be in the
if
EU,
Britain had voted
because
Britain
was not part of the single currency when it was part of the EU. Do you understand that?
Voted massively in favour, that's
Do you understand that?
The EU leaders.
I don't know. He just wants to come back to the euro.
It's a very hypothetical argument because we
Why are
never
you clapping
used the
so
euro.
much?
It's what would have happened. The Conservatives, look, you pro-EU are going to start defending the Conservatives now.
That's what hypothetical means. That's what hypothetical means.
I know, but you're going to start